NBA players who refused to play for their own team. Back in 1999, the NBA draft was held at the MCI Center in Washington, D.C., and the Vancouver Grizzlies held the second overall pick, so they decided to use it on a 22-year-old guard out of Maryland named Steve Francis. On paper, it should have been one of the happiest moments of his life, but Francis had already made it clear he didn't want to play there. You see, before the draft, Francis had only visited two teams, the Chicago Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets. He completely skipped visiting Vancouver, and his agent even told the Grizzlies that he wasn't interested, with the reasons being the distance from his Maryland home, wanting to be close to his grandmother who raised him, the heavier taxes in Canada, fewer endorsement opportunities in a smaller market, and concerns about sharing the ball with Mike Bibby. But Vancouver drafted him anyway, and the cameras caught his interesting reaction. The thing is, when David Stern announced his name, Francis slouched in his seat and looked down, clearly unhappy. Then, in his interview with Craig Sager, he struggled to even talk about moving to Vancouver. His grandmother, sitting beside him, tried to be encouraging, but Francis couldn't hide how badly he wanted to be somewhere else. And just 2 months later, his wish came true in the biggest way possible. As it turns out, on August 27, 1999, the largest trade in NBA history at that time went down. It was an 11-player, 3-team deal that sent Francis to the Houston Rockets. Vancouver got Michael Dickerson, Othella Harrington, Antoine Carr, Brent Price, a future first-round pick, and cash, while Orlando got several role players in the shuffle. Francis was thrilled, saying he finally felt at peace because he would be playing alongside Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, and Scottie Pippen. But this move didn't just change Francis's career, it changed NBA history. What I mean is that Vancouver was already struggling with the worst record in the league, low attendance, and financial issues. Losing their top draft pick without him ever playing a game sent the message that stars didn't want to play there, and just 2 years later, the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis.